Hey, what's going on, crypto people? It is your boy, the Crypto Siege, with another day in the life and the crazy life that is cryptocurrency. What is going on, guys? How are you? Hope everyone is having a beautiful day. Hope you have a great rest of your day. It's a beautiful morning, for sure. But so I came across a video from DNI, and which is the digital nomad investor, and he was. Again, it was another one of his companion videos. If you guys have not checked them out, please do check out the Digital Nomad Investor. Again, I like him because he's an educator more than an informer, and I think that's important for us all. And he was going over this article that James Rickards wrote. And Jim Rickards, just gonna understand, he does have a massive geopolitical background, but he's very smart financially, and he is a big time, Andy is a big time gold, right? So proponent. So he is definitely a gold dude, and it's very, very interesting. He wrote this article, and it was titled Jim Rickards. It was titled "Crypto is Here to Stay, Bitcoin Isn't." That's an interesting article for a couple of reasons, but mainly Jim Rickards. Just understand, this dude was anti digital assets, the Norio Rubini dude, just big time anti crypto. As little as 2 years ago, a little even less than that. So big time anti-crypto, anti-digital assets, big time, and it's progressed and come along, and just like anyone who will take the time, anyone intelligent will take the time, will come around to the digital asset space, especially if you understand that it is becoming a new asset class. And so he's gotten to the point, and he's still progressing, but he got to the point where he would write this article: crypto is here to stay, Bitcoin isn't. That's interesting. It's powerful. That's powerful. I'm going to title the video, I'm going to title it exactly that once I upload it. But interesting, right? And what DNI was saying is, in the article, Jim Rickards was, basically saying about how, the TA for the technical analysis for Bitcoin is flawed. We all know this in terms of a predictive type of thing is flawed, and we all know that. Because they say it all the time. You can't really know for sure. You can only go possibilities and all that kind of stuff like that. But in the article, Jim Rickards is actually saying, why is Bitcoin a store of value, and where is the use case for Bitcoin? Why does it have this particular value? And the only thing that I can say is, it's a couple of things. Number one, since it was the innovator, for almost, not necessarily that it was the original one, but since it was the innovator, and it opened the eyes to a lot of people for the technology behind it, that's going to give it something. It's going to give it some points, for sure. But for me personally, when I hear store of value, when I hear that term, store of value, that's because that's what we place on it. It's what we place on it, and I just think that a few people in the beginning put a value on it. This electronic cash, right? This digital cash. A few people put a value on it, and then that spread. And so the store of value argument or movement is, in my opinion, is going to be there. It's going to be real, and that's where it's going to eventually end up, unless it decides to do something like what Sam I Am to the Lifeboat says, and they decide to connect it somehow to the ILP, make it an interoperable type of deal, and then it will take some of the components of the ILP, whether that be faster, save time, cheaper, and that will make it more valuable if they decide to do something like that. But in terms of why it's store of value for Bitcoin, it's just because, people have made it that way. You know, it's for me, it's no different than, for me, I go look at some art, somewhere, and I'm looking at it, and I'm like, why are people paying, hundreds upon hundreds of thousands of dollars for this piece of art? You know what I mean? And here's the thing, because someone has determined that it's worth that, and someone will say, yep, I'll stroke a check for $200,000 for a piece of art that to me looks like a 7-year-old put together. Right? So that's it. I mean, that's why it is a store of value. Now, in this article, the digital nomad investor was trying to compare to, kind of what Jim Rickers is saying is negative about Bitcoin is, you can't say that about XRP. And we all know that. But here's the thing that I would ask you to think about. If Jim Rickers writes this article, don't get me wrong, he's a big time financial guy too, in terms of how smart he is, and the people that he advises financially in the geopolitical type realm or space. Just understand, he said crypto is here to stay. So the digital assets are here to stay. Bitcoin isn't. So if he's saying that, that's great news for us, right? That's just more confirmation, if you will, for us. Because we know as XRP holders, the greatest digital asset that he is talking about that's here to stay is XRP. Right? So we're in a blessed spot. I haven't even checked. I didn't check the prices today. Some kind of news or something on the 26th is supposed to happen. Don't know. So I guess that's tomorrow. We'll find out about that. And then in June, some stuff's going to happen. I saw a title. It's funny, my notification from I think it's Scott. I get the names mixed up. Scott at Love for Crypto, saying your level of regret for not owning any XRP is going to be massive. And so I saw the title. Buy some. He said buy some as soon as possible. He's funny. I love that dude, man. Just love that dude. Love both of those guys over there. Love for Crypto. But that's an interesting thing, right? Your level of regret for not owning anything could be massive. Buy some as soon as possible. But so we hold this greatest digital asset ever created, and I hope you guys are excited about that. I don't know about this Mr. Level Up guy, and I watched the video, and it's like I didn't see this whole price numbers that he was given for first half and second half. I didn't see that. So I don't know which video that is. The couple ones that I saw, he was talking about a burst, but didn't mention the prices. He's talking about a second burst in the first half. But I didn't see any price predictions, whatever. The digital asset investor said he mentioned some prices in one of the videos, but I haven't seen it. I went to his YouTube channel. He only has one video, so I don't know whether, if you guys do know where the video is that he does the actual, what is it, 10 to 30 bucks, and then 30 to 40 bucks, and whatever prices. If you could post that in the comments, I would appreciate the link to that. That'd be awesome, so I can check it out. But I haven't seen it. But I'm told that this dude has been right on some other occasions. So we'll see. For me, it doesn't matter. June's gonna come before we know it. July's gonna come before we know it. And I think the whole thing with the G20 thing that's happening, first week in June 3rd, June 4th, or something like that, is going to be massive in a lot of ways. And I think that the start of things is going to be late July and the beginning of August, especially for XRP. But where the price is going to be, we don't know, but it is all exciting and great news. Very, very curious to see if this Bilderberg meeting is going to happen that the digital nomad investor is talking about. He believes that to be the next meeting that Brad Garlinghouse and Christine Lagarde will be attending, and perhaps a president will be attending that, and next, more than likely one of the Clintons, or if not Clinton, if not Bill himself. So we'll see about that. That'll be interesting to see if that does happen and does take place. The meeting's going to happen. I'm really intrigued to find out whether or not Brad and or Christine Lagarde are going to be at this meeting. Of course, when the meeting happens and when it does take place, we, the XRP community, the XRP Army, strong, will know. We'll find that out. So it'll be really interesting to see. So yeah, so guys, I told you I changed up my strategy this month, and I did actually I don't know, 70% of my allocated funds to invest. I did it in XRP, and the other 30 and a couple other things. One of them still hasn't even gone through yet, so who knows? I might even cancel that order and just get more XRPs. I just with all the news and all of the information, again, it's just, it's hard not to just continue to increase the size of the bags if you can. So much is part of me wants to diversify, and I just, it's tough. I want to diversify. I want to hold all the digital stuff, and I do, but it's just something about knowing where XRP is going to go. The only challenge about wanting to diversify, and it's not that it's a challenge, is we know XRP going to go, but when is it going to go? And that's kind of the thing. Whereas some other thing could get you to a price that you like a little sooner. So or maybe even a lot sooner. So it's hard to say. It's really hard to say. We don't know. But the thing that haunts me is, well, what if this price for XRP gets there to where you want sooner than you thought? And you don't have, not that I already haven't what I would want, but it would be nice to have more. So I'm just going to kind of do this, 50 to 70% each month for XRP, and then the rest of the other digital assets. I hope you guys have a strategy as well. It's funny, my girlfriend said to me the other day, so when that happens, where are we going to put this money? Like, where are you going to put it, right? Because bank accounts, they can only hold a certain amount, type of deal. And she was talking about all these kind of this different stuff, like offshore accounts and all of that stuff. I'm not sure if you need that. If we need that, I don't know though. We'll have to see how that's going to work. But we have someone that we've used, and I know they hold up to a certain 7 figures. But I just think, depending on when it happens, there are going to be so many other options for XRP holders to just kind of hold and live off the interest. And I just think, in addition to that, you can do that now if you cash it out. But I think in addition to that, one of the other options will be to just hold that XRP somewhere, and you're only, not even having to cash out. You're holding the XRP somewhere, and you're just making interest or earning interest, getting dividends, every single month, and you can live off it that way. So, but again, we don't know when that's going to come. Probably 2 to 4 years is what I'm thinking. Was when that's going to happen. So, in either case, guys, I hope you're excited about the XRP. Again, Bitcoin, that store of value argument or movement, I believe is going to happen and continue. And again, it's because, people are willing to pay for it. I just think it's become that thing now, because of that if you own some, it's going to go on and raise in value. The whole supply and demand thing is a real thing. Not that I'm going to spend $7,000 just so I can say I own a Bitcoin. Not going to do that. In the end, the altcoins can get you more Bitcoin faster. That's kind of the reality of it. So, anyway, guys, that's kind of it for this video. I'm hoping to find something interesting today. So that I can do a second video for you guys, for sure. You probably noticed no squeaking, right? Got the other automobile this morning. But anyway, so guys, XRP, it's crazy happening. Don't forget to, if you guys can find out, don't forget to check out who is it? Brad Kimes, Backup Brad Kimes, doing a video tonight. I'm thinking it's tonight, with some people from Love for Crypto. I think Mickey B. Fresh, and gosh, there's one other person, I can't remember who it is. SPQR Media, the people from SPQR Media are going to be there as well. Really diving deep into what was that topic? I forget the name of the topic, but anyway, it's going to be interesting to kind of get all those different guys' perspective and views on XRP. And I forget what they're diving into, but if you guys know, put it in the comments. But definitely be sure, make sure you got your notifications on for that from Brad Kimes, Backup Brad Kimes, so you can get that and be able to get on that. I don't know if I'll be. Most videos, most content creators, I don't get on live. I just, we got a couple of businesses to run, so the live thing, it doesn't usually work. I usually catch most of that stuff on the replay. But anyway, guys, be sure to tune in to that. And guys, did you check out Crypto Eddie's video the other day on kind of her response with Tone Bay? I love Crypto Eddie. She is powerful. But anyway, guys, listen, thank you so much for tuning in, for checking out this quick video, my little 15-minute rant. But listen, guys, never ever forget this. Old money doesn't want you to win. They don't want us to win, buddy. They do not want us to win, the XRP community. Old money doesn't want you to win. They would rather you remain a cog in their perpetual wheel of trading your time for dollars. Never ever forget that we are in the midst of the greatest transfer of wealth in history, man. The greatest transfer of wealth in history, man. I think about Alex Cobb, how young he is. I think about Aiden Trading, how young he is. The greatest transfer, XRP bag holders, the greatest transfer of wealth in the history of man. We are in the midst of that. And I love what someone said the other day. We are part, we're not just witnessing history, we're a part of history. Part of history. Here's the thing. Are you taking advantage of the greatest transfer of wealth in history, man? Are you participating? Or are you standing on the sidelines? Here's what I do know. The battle for you has already been fought. And the victory is yours. Go get it. I'll talk to you soon, guys. See ya. Bye.